On this episode of Shooting the Shit with Saints.
So the All-Star game is buns. That's the headline. It's awful. I'm telling you, if you have listened to my podcast or you see my tweets, I watch more basketball than 95% of the population. I say that all the time just to let people know that. I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm not trying to do all that. A lot of people are one team focused. I watch the whole league. All right. I haven't got through an All-Star game since LeBron hit the game winner. The Cleveland, this is for you. Is that 2021? It's not fun to watch. It's not. And I don't think it's what people think it is. It's not that the new generation ruined the game. I think their play style ruined the game. Now, if that's what they mean, I think the old heads mean when the young people say, the younger people like millennials, when they say it, they're saying play style, 3-pointers. When the old dudes say it, they're like, these guys don't give a shit about basketball, which is completely false. Completely false. It is ass because our perimeter-oriented people, our guards, are Trae Young, Dame Lillard, Steph Curry, SGA, Jalen Williams, Tyler Hero, Darius Garland. There is no high flyers out there, man. None. And even all the wings that get chosen, there are no great young players like babies I'm talking about that are worth having in the All-Star game. They're not good enough yet. So if Jalen Green becomes good enough to be an All-Star, awesome. Yes, we have the Anthony Edwards of the world. We have the Ja Morants. But when Ja Morant is coming through saying, yeah, I want to stay healthy, so I don't even want to dunk. That's what it is because of the ring culture involved in this. People are looking at health more than ever because their legacy is rated on a fucking ring on their finger that has nothing to do with individual talent. Has nothing to do with it. The dude on the podium every Tuesday and Thursday night talking about basketball, Charles Barkley, is just go watch a full game. I sat there and watched 3 full games of Charles Barkley, and I was like, this was, 7, 8 years ago? He is fucking incredible. No rings. Charles Barkley is one of the top 15 to 20 greatest players to touch a ball. Kevin Garnett had to join 2 other superstars to get 1. And now his legacy is cemented. Ray Allen is cemented. Paul Pierce is cemented. Rondo is cemented. Kendrick Perkins has a fucking job. Kendrick Perkins has a fucking job on television talking. I don't care what he's talking about. If he is talking, that is related to that ring. The Moses Moody shit, he still does that every other time. So that's what's really going on. And then these new formats happening, yada, yada. They're awful. I made it through the first game and was like, what the fuck is this? And if we didn't have a 5'9" white dude over here jumping over fucking Kia, it's not even fly to jump over a Kia. Like, what is fly about jumping over a fucking car that me and Nia have? Like, what is fly about jumping over a Kia? He jumped over a sedan. Like, it's called a sedan. There is nothing fly about that. The dunk was fire. But, like, it ain't a Benz. It ain't a Bentley. Like, there's nothing fly about it. If we didn't have that, the All-Star Weekend would have been garbage. Shout out to Tyler Hero, by the way. I'm going to talk about the Heat fans after this. I think the real issue with the All-Star game is, guys, man, it's just like the Pro Bowl. They should do it postseason or something because nobody cares about it because they want to win. Call it competitive. They have a bigger vision than winning a fucking All-Star game. Do not make it home court advantage in the playoffs, in the finals, because when a fucking, what was our record? 48-44, that Heat team, that would be 92 wins, Hunter. That would be 92 games. I think we were 44-38 when we played the Nuggets. They won like almost 60 games that year. They have one of the biggest home court advantages in the elevation in the NBA. They get it taken away because LeBron can draft a better team than Kevin Durant or whatever. You know how fucking dumb that sounds? That's what the MLB did for a long time. Baseball just cut that shit out. My friends, when I told them that, because I used to play select baseball and shit, so I was really up to date with the MLB for a long time. Now I'm not. They'd be like, no, it's not. It's not home field advantage for the World Series. That would be what we used to say it would be. That would be brain dead. I'm not gonna elaborate. That would be brain dead to do that. Because it is. It makes zero sense. None. Why the all-star from the Milwaukee Brewers that's 62 and 100? Why is he dictating my fucking home field advantage in the biggest games of my life? What sense did that ever make? Didn't make any to me. Ever. So I despise All-Star Weekend. The NBA players have to have it. They have to have a safe place for the side hoes to be out while they are out with their wives, with their families, and they can just stare at each other across the room. Right? You tell them you got to stay in the team hotel. You're not even an all-star. Well, they told me since I'm an NBA player, I got to stay. And then they go to the hotel room. You know what I'm saying? They let me go, babe. I know it's late. I know it's 2:30. They let me come back to you. I begged them to let me come back to you. Right? That's what happens. So that's my view on All-Star Weekend, to be honest. It's awful. It's in an awful place right now. And it's because of a lot of things. But we're not going to sit here and do the LeBron narrative thing. That shit. Are y'all not I just got mad. And I'm not even a LeBron guy like that anymore. I love Braun, right? Before he got to the Miami Heat, I hated him because, to be honest, at that age in 08, 09, D-Wade, there's an argument there, whatever you want to say about it, between him and Braun. Kobe was the one at that point. He was the guy. I know y'all try to do this like Tim Duncan was always better than Kobe thing, but he wasn't. He wasn't always better than Kobe. That's some analytical bullshit with he never won 60 games like Tim Duncan did every year. Cool, man. Kobe was fucking amazing. Don't ever take that away from him. With LeBron, man, y'all got to stop doing this shit. 20 years of this. You're like, and people on the internet, they're just so reactive that they just start making up shit like nobody's ever worn a suit to the pictures. When Kobe did it, when Yao Ming did it, right? I saw that finally get because I was waiting to come in here and say it like I was saying something like profound. It's stupid because on Twitter, you're going to get more motion than you do over here on YouTube or making videos. I should have just posted that because I knew off rip when I saw it, I was like, I got him. I got the Braun haters again. And it's not even me defending LeBron. It's me going against stupidity and reaction. That's what it is, being reactionary. So let the LeBron shit go, man. He will be out of your hair in a couple of years. And the sports media will fucking take a downfall from that, by the way. They will have nothing to talk about outside of Wemby and then shitting on Kevin Durant if he lasts longer than LeBron. Pause. If he does. We don't know if that's even happening. Mostly with Luka, he's going to extend Braun maybe even another season. If he can stay healthy, which we don't know if it's possible. So, man, let the LeBron narrative go. It's time. It's old. Whatever you believe, you don't think he's better than Michael? Okay, we got it. We got it, man. Like, goddamn, cool. You're never gonna meet somebody that will change their mind on it either. LeBron could ring off 3 in a row, right? He could ring off a three-peat this year, the next year, the next year. Get 3 more Finals MVPs. It's because Luka's beside him. That's the shit, right? It's just there's no reason to talk to people about that debate. They're on one side, and I think I'm done ever talking about that. I think LeBron is the GOAT. You think MJ is the GOAT. This fucking knucklehead over there thinks Kobe's the GOAT. Okay. Whatever. I'm done having these fucking GOAT debates. I'm done. Everybody said the Patrick Mahomes argument's dead now. He's not 30. If Aaron Rodgers can recreationally do drugs on the weekends and play until he's fucking 42, why'd I say it like that? 42, whatever the fuck his age is, after a torn Achilles, how long do you think Patty's gonna last? Do you think modern medicine advances every 25 years? It's every year, every 2 years, every 3. He's going to be healthy as fuck when he's 38. He's going to be built of titanium. They're going to have fucking steel shoulder pads by that time. It's going to be a goddamn construction site out there. All right? He's going to be perfectly fine. Fucking nuts. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the Heat shit. And I'm probably going to spend 10 minutes on it. I try to stay about an hour because, I mean, I'm doing a solo pod. I'm not that entertaining. I understand. I'm pretty good at this. Don't get it twisted, but Jesus. All right, Heat fans, let it fucking go, man. Let it go. He's gone. Every tweet I see on Heat Twitter is, yo, man, he's saying Tyler said that about Jimmy. Wow, I can't believe he's doing that. He carried his bitch ass he was fucking 19. Yeah, I hope Jimmy would carry him. Just like Jimmy was carrying the fuck out of Bam when he wouldn't shoot a shot in the Eastern Conference Finals. You remember that? When Bam couldn't get over 10 points, but twice? You remember that? And I'm the dude that's been giving Bam slack all season, run a clip. I've been giving him slack all season because I know how great he is. And I know what Jimmy was doing in that locker room. You could see it. I tweeted it months ago. Tweeted in November. He's out of here. He's out of there. He ain't coming back. No. I saw one game. Damn, what it was a shitty game too. He was not clapping. He wasn't doing any of that. Let's go through 2 sides of it and call it a wrap. All right. Jimmy. Let's defend Pat here for once. Just one time. Jimmy said he was totally fine with his contract situation and said he would prove it. After the comments made at the podium that I fucking thrashed Pat for. Thrashed him. Thrashed his ass. He said he was fine with it. He said, yeah, I know my contract situation. I got to pay to get played. What? I got to play to get paid. Goddamn. Yeah, he said that. And then he acted like a fucking 11-year-old. Pat Riley should have paid him if he was going to pay him after this season, which he was never going to do. Pat was never going to extend him if he didn't win a ring. If we didn't go to Game 7 of the NBA Finals with Jimmy Butler doing what he's been doing, he would have never got that contract. I promise you that. He would have let him go to free agency and been happy with it or done a sign and trade. All right. So Jimmy did not bring this upon himself. The comments by Tyler, he brought upon himself. We are in a new era. He is gone. We have a new leader. And the way that Tyler has handled himself in those interviews, he's being candid and honest, and he's backing his fucking locker room. That is a leader. Bam is a verbal leader. Do you not see how involved Bam is now on court more than ever, being more vocal than ever with a rookie beside him, with Pella Larson getting playing time, with Jaime fucking Jaquez still shooting threes? I don't even know why the fuck he's outside that line. Scooch it in. Scooch it in, Jaime. Do your fucking pump fakes, bro. Had to back up for this. And it's killing me because Pat, there is no way you can defend Pat on this. None. I've always said 5 Reasons Sports is bullshit. Greg Sylvander, I think, actually has ties to the organization. I do. I think Brandon Tobin, I think Barry Jackson, I think Tim Reynolds, I think those guys have real ties to the organization. Do I support their writing all the time? Show you who's boss is fucking crazy. I disagree with that verbiage, but it seems like it came from somewhere. Or it's just him riding for the organization so he doesn't get hit by a fake mob boss, right? I understand the frustrations. You have sat here. I am 30, man. I actually watched Hassan Whiteside and have memories of Tyler Johnson. I saw Joe Johnson. I'm an Arkansas fan. I saw him in our uniform. I saw when Wayne Ellington was a premium piece on our team. I saw when Josh Richardson looked like he was developing into a great young player. I saw Goran Dragic become a huge deal because we had an old D Wade. It was a big deal that we traded for Goran Dragic because of what he did in the playoffs. I believe that was with, it was with the Suns. I'm saying I didn't know if he was starting or was that, no, that was back in the day when they had that Spurs series, when I was thinking about him being a 6-man or a backup and cooking. Yeah, man, I've lived through all this. The organization is 7 years older than me. Think about that. My dad was like 14 when they invented the Heat. Yes, I have young parents. My dad was 14, probably. Yeah, I think the math's adding up. Was 14 when the Heat came out, man. He was young. And I have seen 7 finals that I have memories of, real core memories of. And I've seen 3 rings that I have real core memories of. Y'all don't know what it's like to be 18 was that the year? I believe so. 16, 17, whatever I was, in a Buffalo Wild Wings about to cry. About to fucking cry. I stood up. I stood up as LeBron was taking over. I'm like, not like this, not again, not Gary Neal, not Danny Green, not like this, bro. Nah. And Ray Allen hit the shot. I live in Texas. I was jumping on the table screaming at Spurs fans to suck my dick. I was 17. I get your core memories are with Jimmy and Jimmy only. A lot of you young fans. Bro, we will be back. He is out of here. Get the fuck over it. This is what happens in the NBA, man. You move on. Because if you're not willing to move on from a star in the NBA as a fan, you're going to be miserable. Some of the greatest players I have set my fucking 2 eyes on in their primes won't stay with the team. If you're a Kevin Durant fan, you have 12 different jerseys. If you're a Kyrie fan, you at least got 7. If you're a Jimmy Butler fan, hello, look up his history, guys. He's been with 4 franchises. What was it? We go to the Bulls. We go to the Sixers. We go to the Heat. We go to the T-Wolves. We go to the Warriors. He on the 5 different franchises 4 different franchises other than ours. You thought we were the destination? I did too, because he said it. He said it. Remember when Kyrie told Boston, I'm not fucking leaving? He left immediately. All right? It's okay, man. I promise. And I get you want to be thanked for your service of rooting him on and buying his jerseys and supporting him, buying tickets. What the fuck is that IG post going to do for you, man? He's gone. The Heat will be back. It'll be fine. If we can recover from LeBron leaving and what turmoil that sent through the franchise, if we can recover from that, if we can lose the greatest player of all time and get to the finals after that, I promise you we can win a ring after that, after losing a top 15 player in the league. Promise you. We'll be back, man. It may not be next year, 2 years, 3 years. But we'll be fucking back. Don't sit here and be reactionary about it, man. It ain't worth your time. Enjoy the young fellas. Watch Tyler and Bam. We may edge a playoff series out. You never know who we match up against. You don't know how we play after the All-Star break. Maybe we needed a deep breath. Y'all criticizing Tyler for saying it was a breath of fresh air. Y'all are tweeting 4-game losing streak. Yeah, he wasn't talking about Jimmy, you dumb fucks. He's talking about being able to chill out. Y'all worry about Jimmy so much. It's turned into the Drake and Kendrick thing on Heat Twitter. Everything's just about Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy. He is a Heat legend. He is a top 3 player to ever put on the uniform from what he did just single-handedly in the playoffs. That is a legacy. He should get his jersey retired. And just like Pat went crawling back to D-Wade, went crawling back to LeBron, telling him a fucking keys under the mat, he's going to crawl back to 22 and give him his jersey retirement. All right? Take a breath. Chill. Chill out. Thank you all for listening. This was one take. I didn't edit anything other than going and getting my teeth. And I misspoke on Nokia. I said Nokika. And that bothers me. Because I'm my own worst critic. Something to think about. All right, guys. I ranted on y'all. I don't know if I took a breath. I don't know if I gave y'all a moment of silence during that pod, but it was very fun. I'm going to go lay in the bed with a soft, sexy lady. She's reading a book. Okay. She's reading a fucking book or watching Handmaid's Tale. I'm going to eat some spaghetti, go to bed, have a good day at work tomorrow. Yeah, man. This is for real this time, bro. Dead ass. So y'all get ready. A lot more pods coming. I'm chopping this down to probably 3 or 4 videos. So whatever you want to do with it, do with it. If you love it, like it, subscribe it, comment, tell me I'm dumb, stupid, a genius. I love all that, man. Whatever you do, just show love, man. Quit hating so much. Everybody is hating. Everybody is hating on everything. Just take a breath and show some love to something. God damn. All right, y'all. The GOAT is out. Dude.